Kartesian Acoustics sent over some 2-inch drivers, and I thought, why not make something small, something like the Bose Acoustimask that has done so well over the years. And this is what I came up with. These are the B2Bs. I really wanted these to look special. I didn't want them just to look like the normal Bose cubes. They had to stand out. So I chose some Baltic birch plywood and decided to do a trans slam cabinet. That means I'm going to stack all the layers up on top of each other. But for this, cutting them all out by hand, that was going to be pretty tough to do. So I decided, why not use the CNC? After all, I do have it. If you don't have a nice sander, don't worry about it. Just take your palm sander, flip it upside down, and put it in a vise. If you do this, you can go ahead and sand your parts really quick and efficiently. It does a really good job too. You'll be surprised. When I machined this, I made sure to put some holes in the same spots on all the speakers. That way I could throw a 1/4 inch dowel in there and pound it into place. That keeps all the pieces all nice and tight together and gives it a really good look afterwards. Of course, you're still going to need to sand it. I left a 1/4 inch gap in the middle because I was going to go ahead and inset a piece of 1/4 inch material in there. But honestly, the more I got looking at it, the more I felt like it really just needed to be one solid front baffle. So I cut those edges off and sanded them down. For the front baffle, I did choose to use African mahogany, also known as sapele. Now the reason for this is because I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I had some on hand. I thought it would really make that birch pop. The problem with this particular build though is that the driver manufacturer Kartesian uses a very unique cutout, so I did have to cut it out with the CNC, and I think it's going to make it a little bit harder for some DIYers to be able to utilize this particular driver because of that. I also went ahead and CNC'd this spacer. This allows me to make sure that everything is centered on the front baffle and the speaker will fit inside the hole once it's set. I did put a screw in there, and that's just so after I get the front baffle glued on, I can take this spacer out with the backside of a hammer and make sure that it doesn't get glued into place. You would not have a good day if that happened. Now this is one of my favorite tools in the workshop. This is called a Foretner Bit. This is one tool that I believe that everyone should have in their workshop, and at least a set of these. These allow you to actually drill a flat hole, and that comes really in handy, especially in this case where I need to recess these binding posts a little into the wood. Just by drilling this out with the Foretner Bit, I can do that really easily. We have to add a finish. Now, one of my favorite finishes, once again, is this armor seal. It's a urethane based finish that gets really rock hard. It's very durable, especially if you think you might be moving stuff around. I like it especially on plywood because it creates a nice real hard finish that the plywood itself may not have. This particular driver doesn't have much room between the outside frame and the terminals, so I decided to solder these. So are these better than Bose? Well, I don't know, but the one thing I can tell you for sure is they look a whole lot better than Bose, and that really makes a huge difference. I would love to have these in my house, and that's the thing that I love about DIY work. You can get good drivers like these from Kartesian, and you can build some really beautiful cabinets that you're not going to buy right off the shelf. And just in case you were wondering, yeah, these are really small. I mean, that water bottle looks huge. Now, if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Now, this is Toyd's DIY Audio, and I'm out.